Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and tonight I wanted to talk about the interview that I did with Doc Dark. Thank you guys for watching that. We're already over 1,000 views on that. It's really awesome that you guys have taken the time out of your day to come and watch that. I know it was a pretty long interview, but you know, coming from mine and Doc's point of view, we. Well, I'm not going to speak for Doc. I'm going to speak for myself. I wanted to kind of touch up a little bit more on this subject because it is a big decision to go from console over to PC. Like it is, and there's no easy way to put that. It is a higher upfront cost. You are essentially, choosing to move your platform or your place to play over to PC. So this is mainly for the Xbox community, guys. This channel is basically built on the Xbox Foundation, and I do 100% still look at myself as an Xbox gamer. I do. When I think PC, I think Xbox. When I think Xbox, I think PC. I feel like my PC is just another way to another way to deliver my gaming experience. And with Xbox, they make that very easy. So I want to put a proposition out there for you because you don't have to give up your Xbox Series X to go to PC. And I would recommend keeping it, to be completely honest with you. And this is why. Your Xbox Series X will play games from the original Xbox generation, from the 360 generation, the Xbox One generation, and obviously this current generation that we're in. So you can utilize your Series X that has enhanced backwards compatibility for those games all the way up. I think I got Indiana Jones on the original Xbox, and that game is 4K 60 on my Xbox Series X. So when you look at that, when you look at the value that your Xbox Series X provides for $500 as basically, and this is why I recommend this too, because moving to PC, you're going to build a whole new collection. You're going to get on Steam. You're going to experience the Steam sales, and you're going to be able to go through and literally rebuy a lot of the games that you like. And look at it this way, man. If you really love a game and you want to, take it to the next level and bring it over to PC, that's awesome. And that little bit, and it pretty much is like a little bit extra money that you're basically paying for that game to bring it over. The experience is, and I really do look at it this way. PlayStation charges me $10 a $10 upgrade fee for every game I buy on the PlayStation, whereas on the PC, if you can get one of your favorite games for under $10 or $10, you're basically paying for an upgrade fee. But the upgrade fee that you get from PC versus what you get from the PS5 is literally night and day. You get max quality everything. Depending on what build you buy, you get max quality everything, on all your games. And it really does, guys, it really does make the experience better in so many ways. And you kind of just have to experience it for that to kick in, and for you to see the transformation of one of your favorite games. And that's what I recommend. When you move to PC, the first game you should buy is something that you absolutely love, your favorite game. Find that on PC. Even check and see if you can get it on PC before moving over there, because once you see what your new hardware can do for that experience, you'll be blown away. When I get on here and I play something like Halo Infinite on the PC, or I play Forza Horizon 5. Take this for instance, Kate, because you already know that game is beautiful on your Xbox Series X, and it runs at 60 frames a second, and it looks incredible. On my 7800 or 7900 XT. Say you go for a higher end card. My 7900 XT will run that game maxed out on my monitor at 165 frames a second. Now, when you're playing a racing game, and you have such high frame rate, and it's just boom, and you've got the settings set to extreme, the settings going from what the Xbox has it at, because I don't think it's at extreme, especially not in a 60 frames per second mode. You're probably more around high or maybe or like ultra or something, because there's high, ultra, and extreme. So I think you're at high at 60 frames per second. They do kind of dial some stuff back. But being able to see that game at like max quality with ray tracing and with freaking over 100 frames a second, it literally transforms that experience into something that you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this was possible. And, you know, it's... It really is crazy. And all the games that you buy that are Xbox first party from I want to say from like Quantum Break forward, everything is available on PC. And if you've already bought it and you already own a copy, you get a free copy over on the Xbox or on the PC. And it just is what it does to be able to still have that ecosystem and be in there and still enjoy that. Why do you gotta come? It's video time. Get out of here. Go tell Zacy. Go tell your baby cakes. But the transformative experience that PC brings to the Xbox ecosystem, because that's how we're looking at it. That's how I look at it. The transformative experience it brings to like some of your games, like even Crackdown 3 at 4K 120 at ultra settings, that game is completely transformed. It goes from 30 frames a second all the way up to 120 maxed out on my 4K TV. And when you're doing all the like platforming and stuff and jumping around and moving around, man, it just feels so butter smooth that it completely... like I said, it transforms the experience on so many different games. Like playing Titanfall 2 at like max settings, like that game already looks and feels incredible on like even Xbox Series S has 120 FPS mode through boost on that. But when you're playing that at like max settings at over 120 frames a second, like these games are so transformative, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. The value that you get by not having to pay for games like Games for Gold or any of that anymore, like you don't have to pay to play online. And you know what, that one there is kind of a touchy situation too, because you know there are cheaters on the PC platform where you're kind of a little bit sheltered from that over on the Xbox platform. Like I get that, and that is something that is a real that can be a real consideration. But if your games, honestly, like me and Doc said the other day, if your games are like Call of Duty or Apex Legends or any of those games that are already upscaled and everything for the Xbox, you might not need a PC to play. I mean, you definitely don't need a PC to play those games. You can easily play those on an Xbox and probably be happy. So it's more of like, if you really want to see what games and what gaming can really be like, I recommend PC all day long. Like you can really get in there and even like with Doc, man, he got a 7600. Even that card right there at like 1080p is a beast, is an absolute beast. And when I run my 7600 XT, I can get on there and I can literally play that and be like, wow, man, this is such a great experience. And the way it looks and the way it feels is, basically when you get into any game, it'll automatically detect your hardware. So if you don't want to play with any settings or anything, you absolutely don't have to. Every once in a while, you will have to adjust the resolution though, because I've loaded into games and it'll try to load me in at like 720p. You just get in there and you set the resolution that you want, whatever your screen is, and then you just play the game. Don't turn on a frame rate counter. Don't play with any of the other settings. and just see how it feels to you. Honestly, I've literally been testing some other stuff out. I've got a few videos that I've got planned that I'm going to be bringing out, but I've deliberately got into some of these games, put them on 4K, put them on the lowest preset that you can actually go on PC, and just played. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, gosh dang. One of the recent ones that I did that with was Horizon Forbidden West. And that game at low settings still looks absolutely incredible. I was like, oh my gosh, man, this is actually a really good looking game. And, you know, being able to tailor your experience on the PC, you don't even understand exactly how much power that has until you do it, until you notice it, until you get on there and truly see what you've been missing for so long. And I know, man, like, it's so easy to tell yourself that, oh, I'm not missing anything, or this or that, or my Xbox is good enough, or my PlayStation's good enough. You're right. You're 100% right. It is good enough, and the value proposition that you get for it really is for all the backwards compatibility and everything that you get with the Series X, it is 100% worth $500. I would buy one again. I wouldn't even. I have zero regrets with my Xbox. PlayStation, on the other hand, I don't necessarily regret it, but I do. Every time I load into one of my Xbox games on PC, I get mad at the PlayStation for not allowing me to have that same freedom that Xbox, delivers for me on their first party games. So yeah, it does get frustrating on the PC side, and it makes me a little mad. It makes me not want to give PlayStation any money, and then, at the same time, I'm like, gosh dang, but I want to play these games because I'm a gamer first and foremost, and that's what I like to do. I like to play video games, and when I'm playing a game, and I'm like really into it and stuff, it's really good. When I see some of these games that I absolutely love running on the PC, like maxed out, I'm like, wow, this is incredible. This is truly incredible. And it's not like I guess the only reason I even make these types of videos, honestly, is because of all the negativity I hear from the Xbox guys, from the PlayStation guys, and they're just always so negative toward games when they come out. They're like, oh, I don't like the way that looks, or even I do it. I mean, like, or like something like Rise of the Ronin comes out, and you're like, gosh dang, man, I wish this game looked better. And you just look at that on your PlayStation 5 and you just feel stuck and you feel angry when there's a game that you really want and it comes out, and you know that you're going to be unhappy with that game, but you're going to accept it. You're just going to be like, all right, I accept it. And the thing is these games are $70 freaking dollars when they come out. And sometimes they're even $10 cheaper on the PC, which is like, are you kidding me, man? You're going to make me pay a console fee? I'm paying a damn console fee to buy the game, to buy your game. I am paying a $10 console fee just because I want to play it on the console when I can get it $10 cheaper on the PC and get a significantly better experience. It just, guys, you don't really see the amount of money you save until you get a PC. Like, you don't. You really don't. And it's not going to pay for itself overnight, but I guarantee you by the end of the generation, every dollar you invested into your PC is going to pay you out in spades, because when the next generation starts and you can still play those games without having to buy a new console up, like right when they come out, like you can still play all these next gen games because they're going to be coming out for the PlayStation, they're going to be coming out for the Xbox day one and on the PC. You will save so much more money, man. Like, you will, because you won't have to buy that console immediately. You can still keep playing until the games, like, if you went out and bought a 7800 XT right now, you would still be able to play these games better than even the PlayStation 5 Pro when it comes out. You would still be able to beat and exceed that machine well into, like, at least until the cross-gen games for the next generation stop coming out. And then you just have to buy a new GPU. Or you might have to get a new CPU, depending on how things work out. But by the time the next generation comes and you have your like, then you get to decide. Then you're like, all right, cool, man. Now I'm going to upgrade this. And you wait for the new consoles to come out. You see how powerful they are, and then you make your selection on that. You get a GPU that meets or exceeds that experience, and you're set. You're set for a whole nother freaking generation on the PC platform. And yes, the first initial cost of PC gaming is going to be the highest you're ever going to do. That's going to be your highest thing, depending on like where you come in on the market and stuff. But everything after that is incremental upgrades. The money that you throw away on a console that's not going to be worth crap after the next console come out, that's all money that you're wasting. Whereas in your PC, you'll be able to continue to bring that build forward. You might have to get a new motherboard. You might have to get a new CPU. You might have to get a GPU one generation. It's just like you're still just buying more stuff so that you can continue to play your games. And over time, like, because of all the money you save on games, because of all the money you save by not having to pay for online gaming and all the other stuff and all the knowledge that you're going to build and the experience that you're going to have, like, it's going to be so much more worth it that you're going to be like, gosh dang, man, I kick myself a lot for not going to PC last generation. I do. I'm like, man, I should have jumped into PC last generation, but I didn't really care. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, yeah, my consoles are awesome, and I didn't care, man, because I was not necessarily ignorant. But I mean, you could say it was ignorant, but yeah, like, I just didn't care. Like you probably don't care. Like, you probably do not care. You're like, I don't care. I don't care about PC. And I get it, bro. Like, I get it, because I was right there with you. And I'm just telling you, man, like, look, guys, this is Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm a gamer, bro. I 100% support and respect your decision to continue to stay on console. But wouldn't you rather have a friend telling you this stuff and talking to you about it as opposed to somebody just sitting there telling you, like, oh man, your console sucks, man, because your PC's better? You don't want to hear that stuff, dude. You don't care. But yeah, man, I'm grateful that you guys still continue to subscribe to the channel and you still continue to watch the content. That's awesome, man. And I respect that. And at least you're getting, pretty decent information, because, like, I'm doing my PC content on the experience. Not on, like, trying to do stupid benchmarks and all of that stuff. I don't care about that. Like, I care about my gaming experience. That's what matters to me. So, all right, my friends, if you like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.